I feel like a good mix is like I don't know. I mean, you can really like look at it like a lot of different things, but I look at it like a haircut, for instance, right?
Right.
You take the big clippers, you chop everything heavy down, then you make your guidelines for your fade, and then you do your fades, and then you do your detail work at the end. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Gotcha.
with a mix in my eyes, I do like heavy cleanup work, and then once that little cleanup work is done, I'm starting to do like kind of leveling, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure everything's sitting, and then we get into like the detail work and shit, and just kind of clean up everything at the end. So that's pretty much what I'm doing now, as far as I'm working on the ad libs and shit, just making sure that they sit good, because a really good mix, that especially the ad libs, they're gonna sit in a nice spot, and it's not gonna jump out to your ear. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, our ears want to hear things comfortably, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear things jumping out all crazy, or we don't want to hear things that we got to struggle to listen for. Everything needs to be just kind of coming together. And the thing about it is every song is different. There's no right or wrong answer. Like, if we do a song tomorrow and shit, I might take a completely different approach. I might take the same approach but do some different things within that approach. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So,
Gotcha. Now, how important is getting a clean recording first and foremost?
It's put it like this, going back to my haircut analogy, most barbers, any good barber for real, is not going to cut a dirty head.
Right.
Like, right? So the way I look at it, like, if I got distortion in my vocals, if I can hear too much of the room and not enough of the actual vocal, or if I got a bad noise to signal ratio, that means I don't give a fuck how many knobs and pieces of gear and equipment you got. If you don't record it correctly, you don't give yourself a good opportunity to mix it correctly. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Y'all hear that, artists?
It's like getting a good recording is crucial. Like, that shit is crucial. Because here's the thing. If I record a good, clean vocal, I don't have to do much to it. Versus if I can hear too much in my room in my vocal, now I'm like, damn, man, I hear all this reverb in the vocal and shit. Now I'm like doing all these crazy little EQ moves trying to pull it out. And the thing about it is there's nothing you can do about it. Like, when you record, what you got is what you got. There's very little you can do to take away what you've already captured. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
So it starts with the artist getting a clean recording.
Absolutely.
Clearing your throat. Lay off the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
drink your hot tea and water.
Whatever works for you. Because some people, they like to get loaded before they start recording. Whatever works for you. Just understand.
It starts with you.
Exactly. And I'm not a fucking wizard, bro. Like, I'm, like I said, we got some cool equipment and cool gear and stuff like that. But, we're not wizards, bro. There's no perfect button. It's not like I just hit a button and be like, all right, cool, done. Like, you know what I mean? You Beyonce now. Like, you know what I mean? Or you Jay-Z now. Like, no. Like, you got to give me something to work with. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How often do you get accused of doing a bad mix, but it's really like the artist just didn't put forth that effort? Like,
I'm not
and they blaming you totally for the whole
I'm going to keep it a bean, knock on wood. I don't go through
that.
I'm just saying,
So you him.
I let them say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, I still want to get better. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, I rarely, if ever, run into a situation where my client is just not happy. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I've been doing this shit for so long. This is like second nature. It's almost like muscle memory to me. So I feel like what my clients come to me for is not necessarily what I can do with my fingers, but how I hear music and just my ear and where I think the music should go. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes a client will be like, bro, I want you to do it like this. But for the most part, once they done, they just let me sit back and just do my thing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. Like, this is real, especially in our city, in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
How is your approach the same, whether it be an artist that's popping, that got a buzz, and an artist who you ain't heard nothing about? Like, you take the same approach. Like,
absolutely. I don't give a fuck who you are. All right. And I'm going to be honest with you right now. I can't wait until I get to that point, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not working with no artist that's changing my life.
Right.
So I'm not going to treat you any differently than this artist. Now, you know, if you Jay-Z and you come in here and you like, yo, June, I need you to engineer. I'm telling everybody, get the fuck out.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, because this guy could probably change my life.
Right.
But as far as just with my regular clients that I work with every day, like, I don't treat nobody like, my approach is the same.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't superstars yet. So I'm not going to treat you like a superstar just because you got a little buzz and then not treat this person with the utmost because they're new to it. Like, you understand what I'm saying? One thing I will say is, if I know you're new and I know you're starting off, I'll do some extra things to help you along. If that's what you want. If that's not what you want, that's cool. I'll shut the fuck up. I have no problem with that. But, and then for my more seasoned clients, you know, I just kind of sit back. We just kind of have an understanding. They know what I do. I know what they do. And we just kind of go from there. But, no, I don't approach it any differently. Like, everybody's an artist. Like, you know what I mean? Like I say, I can't wait until I am, but at the moment, I ain't working with nobody that's changing my life overnight, so I'm not going to sit up there and treat you any differently than I would treat Joe Schmo. Like, you know what I mean? Your money work the same. Like, y'all paying the same money. We spending the same time. It's not like, you know. Now, again, if you a nigga who could change my life, then I'm going to give you
priority.
Yeah, I'll give you priority, no problem. But ain't nobody changing my life right now. So like everybody, we all grinding, we all working. Like,
we all grinding, we all working. I'm gonna let June get back to. We got a crazy banger right now. Just give them an insight of what I just recorded. What we working on.
I used to